Hey everyone, this is Rachel, and today I'm here with a new scrapbooking process video. Thanks so much for joining me here, and I hope you enjoy. If you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome, and I would love it if you would become a subscriber. You can also click on the notification bell so you always know when I have a new video up. Alright folks, let's get going! Hey everyone, and I am here for scrapbookingstore.com. This is the last video I'm going to be making for their Kit Club design team. I had so much fun doing it, but with everything going on in my life right now, I just don't have the time to make a solid commitment to them. And so they were so sweet about, letting me stay on and work when I could and stuff, but I just didn't feel right doing that. In fact, this is the May kit, the So Happy Together Simple Stories, and then the upgrade for these Amy Tangerine stickers, these Studio 112 gems, these pink paisley phrase stickers, and then these Heidi Swap charms. And I only managed to make one layout at the very beginning of the month as part of the International Scrapbooking Day Instagram hop they had. I wasn't able to make a layout video, a process video at all. So I did want to get one out using the May kit. I really think it's a gorgeous kit. I don't know if it's still available on their website, but their June kits are coming out. They just did a sneak peek. It's super cute, very Americana, a lot of authentic 4th of July themed stuff. So if you have any interest in that, I will put a link to their website in the description box below. It's a really great economical kit club. Basic kit is usually a collection kit or a couple of papers from a couple of different collections, plus either a sticker sheet or a die cut pack. And then they also have a really economically friendly embellishment upgrade, and usually between 2 and 4 different types of things. Sometimes they're alphas, sometimes they're enamel dots, sometimes they're stickers. A really great mix of product to be able to use. And I really appreciate them asking me to be on their design team. I had such fun doing it. There are some amazing ladies doing amazing work, not just scrapbooking pages, but all sorts of different things like pocket letters and project lifestyle layouts. So you should definitely check them out. All right, I'm going to go ahead. I am going to be scrapbooking one photo. It's a photo I found while I was looking for some, well, not looking for stuff. I am moving, so I am packing up stuff, and I found this photo, and a title came into my brain, and I really wanted to just make this layout, and I thought the colors matched the So Happy Together line very well. All right, nattering complete. Oh, before I say let's get going, if you could flick me a thumbs up, that would be super awesome. Everything will be in the description box below, so let's get going. So as I said, I really only got to work with this line once. It is a beautiful line full of great things for family related items. So that is the photo I am scrapbooking today. A family photo back from when I was a little kid along with my sibling. So I really like that square. I'm going to end up using just part of it because it ends up being too big with all of the other elements I have. Now, I love that ampersand and I don't want to waste it, but I do want to use that multicolor stripe paper. So I make sure when I trim the other side of the 4x4 cut aparts that I do in fact keep that ampersand because I do love it. I love all ampersands, but that one is an especially beautiful one. So I'm going to actually triple matte my photo. I'm going to start off with this red and cream polka dot, and then I'm going to use that the back side of that, which is that green and cream gingham check. But, before I do that, I'm actually going to choose this navy multicolor floral. When I'm doing layering, I like to really do a tone on tone layer, then a multicolor layer, and then a tone on tone layer back and forth. It helps give your eye a rest, and it also helps the multicolor from clashing with another multicolor. If you heard the little purping noises, that was Ms. Xanthi joining us for this voiceover. You'll notice you haven't seen her in the layouts lately because I'm no longer scrapbooking where I was. I'm scrapbooking in a different position currently, so she does not have the same purview. She now sits next to me rather than on the table in front of me. So for those of you who have been missing the Miss Xanthi joining us portions of the video, I apologize. There is nothing I can do. There isn't room for her where I'm currently scrapping. All right, so here is where I trimmed off those 3 wood grain hearts. I do love, they're the ones that they're part wood grain, part color. There are wood grain pieces that are very similar to that are wood veneer, and they've always been one of my favorite, like a half dipped wood veneer. I just think that is super pretty, so it was kind of fun to get it in paper form. I've also, you can see, added that wood grain 2.5 or 3-inch by 12. That was actually left over from the first layout I did with this, and I really wanted to pull that wood grain in. What I've done now is pulled out some of the papers from the line that I think might work as a background. So I tried this, it's a pink tone on tone with heart, and I like it. Then the red, and I think it's a little bit too much. I flipped that over, and I like the minty green floral, but in the end, I decide that this wood grain multicolor floral really works the best. Now, obviously, that wood grain horizontal strip fades into the wood grain in the floral piece, so I am going to fix that in the end. But what I decide to do, because once again, I've got that multicolor of the stripe and then the multicolor of the background floral, I want to be able to separate that and give your eye a place to rest. So what I'm going to do is, once I get this all lined up behind the wood veneer piece, and then I figure out where my photo is going to go, but I don't glue my photo down, so I don't know why I did that actually. I'm going to go ahead and matte the multicolor stripe piece with this tone-on-tone navy floral. I'm not going to matte around the wood veneer part. I just want it around the multicolor stripe. So what I'm going to do now is actually trim the wood veneer down and then trim the edges into a banner. I just thought that would be a nice element to add. So, because right now all of my elements are very squared off. I've got the rectangular stripe piece matted by the rectangular navy piece. I've got my one photo, which is also a rectangle, and then that is triple matted, all in rectangles, and even those little heart banner piece is cut into a rectangle. So I wanted to bring another shape of an element, and obviously once I start bringing in my embellishments, that will also bring in some non-rectangular shaped items. I had forgotten to take my branding strip off, so I went ahead and did that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my paper elements placed. I go ahead and lay down the photo because I want to see where the whole thing would end up being and how high or low I wanted it to go. So you can see I kept it pretty centralized, and now I'm going to start embellishing a little bit. I add that floral tag over there, and that's actually going to be the base layer for another piece of embellishing. But before I continue embellishing, I really want to work on my title. When I was kind of flipping through looking for some photos, I found this photo, and you probably, I don't know if you can tell or not, because my view screen is a little, is not as clear as the final product will be. both my sibling and I are wearing large t-shirts, and they're actually from the Connecticut Lotto. My grandfather, who you also see pictured there, he owned a package store. For those of you who don't live in Connecticut, a package store is a liquor store. It's a holdover from the Blue Law days where in Connecticut all alcohol purchases, anything beyond beer and some spirits, can only be purchased in a liquor store. You can't purchase them in the grocery store or a convenience store or anything like that. You can't even purchase wine in a grocery store or a convenience store. Those are strictly for liquor stores. Another rule was that all liquor had to be contained in a package when it left the store. So you couldn't walk out carrying a bottle of wine. It had to be in, what ended up being a brown paper package. I'm sure some switched to plastic bags at some point. Anyway, just to explain what a package store is. So he owned a package store. So he would get lots of freebies, and usually they were t-shirts and pens and blah blah blah. So a lot of times for bed we wore these giant t-shirts. These happen to be from the Lotto in the state of Connecticut. We would also get like Captain Morgan and Bud Light and all sorts of different, alcohols that we would wear to bed because they were giant t-shirts that were free for my grandfather as like a thank you for ordering so much product. So anyways, I was struck immediately by the pun. We got a lot of shirts. So the Lotto, I'm using an older Chamel one from Go Now Go, thicker. And then for the rest of my title, I am using the new Simple Stories multi-sized alpha in, I want to say it's darks. It's navy. So I used the tile sticker for we got a, and then the medium alpha for the word shirts. So it's we got a Lotto shirts. And then I'm just explaining when I do my journaling about how we got a bunch of the freebies. So from the embellishment upgrade, so all of the alphas are from my stash. The sticker sheet that I'm using currently, where I'm adding more of those two-toned hearts, that comes with the original kit. And then the pink paisley stickers that I added to the upper right and lower left come in the embellishment upgrade, as do these incredibly cute Heidi Swap charms. Now I chose to remove the charm bit, but if you're someone who uses thread or twine, it would be so cute to attach that with thread or twine. I just don't tend to use thread or twine, so I just took a little jewelry clipper and kind of undid the little O ring that attached the charm clip to it. So I'm doing my journaling right on the wood grain piece of paper, which you saw I did outline, and that's how I kind of separated it from the background piece. I took my T-square ruler and just outlined the whole thing. And then to finish off my layout, I am adding some Heidi Swap Gold Color Shine. Make sure you check out scrapbookingstore.com. A big thanks to them for having me on their design team. All of the links will be in the description box below. And if you can flip me a thumbs up, I really do appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Bye!